They're off. Along the inside for the early lead goes Emerald Viking alongside Bethy's Crown with Jin Jin Hanover. Coming away fourth is Miss Kramer. They drive into that first turn. Jin Jin Hanover, the early leader, quickly up on the outside. Miss Kramer to challenge second, trotting in third as they go into the stretch the first time. That's Bethy's Crown. Emerald Viking is fourth. They go off the quarter-mile pole. 29 and 2/5, Jin Jin Hanover, the leader. Miss Kramer takes a duck second. Bethy's Crown is third. Racing fourth, Keystone Bravo in fifth position on the outside. Psychic Power in sixth to the half-mile. Hanky racing seventh. Emerald Viking far back slicing. Jin Jin Hanover leads a length and 3/4 and now 2 lengths. They go off the half-mile marker, 1 minute and 4/5. It's Jin Jin Hanover by 3 lengths. Miss Kramer now a closer second. Racing in third, Bethy's Power, Psychic Power out there fourth. Moving 3 wide is the Hanky with the rush. Into the 3/4, that's Hanky moving up on the outside sharply to challenge Jin Jin Hanover. Racing in third is Miss Kramer. Bethy's Crown is fourth, and around the turn they go. Jin Jin Hanover on the inside. On the outside, the challenger second is Hanky. They turn for home. Jin Jin Hanover on a short lead. Hanky racing second. Miss Kramer out in the middle of the track. The leader is Jin Jin Hanover by 4 lengths. Miss Kramer moves up second. Hanky is third. But it's Jin Jin Hanover easily. Miss Kramer is second. Emerald Viking third. They're off. That's along the road for the early lead. Coming away second as they race to the turn. Impress, Flighty Mama out there third. 3 deep, 4 position into the turn. Goes Forget the Rest, and around the turn, Flighty Mama on the outside, holding the rail there. Along the road, coming on third, Forget the Rest. Racing in fourth as they go to the quarter-mile pole. Impress, Budley Brown is fifth. Rough Gated, Forget the Rest, looking for a hole there and finds one. The leader, Flighty Mama, the quarter 29 and a 5th. Racing in second to the 3/8 pole, goes along the road. Impress is third. Under urging, Forget the Rest fourth. Spudley Brown is fifth. Mannered New Start racing sixth. In seventh to the half-mile juncture goes Silver Creek Birdie. Racing in eighth under urging, Kelly Tug B. Hollis is ninth and last. They go to the 3/4 mile pole. The leader, Flighty Mama, a length and a half, and now off stride on the backstretch is Spudley Brown. It's Flighty Mama, the leader, racing in second as they now off stride. Silver Creek Birdie, they're dropping like flies here. Around the turn, the leader by a neck is Flighty Mama. Impress up on the outside to be second, racing in third. Along the road, racing in fourth is Hollis. They turn into the lane. Impress on a short lead on the outside. Along the road, closing ground, Flighty Mama still there. Flighty Mama on the inside, along the road on the outside. Flighty Mama along the road and Impress. Flighty Mama close for second. They're off. Along the inside, Luck Mo with Mama's Showgirl for the early lead, driving out on the outside for position. As they go to the turn, Victory Promise. And around the turn they go. Victory Promise leads. Luck Mo is second. Mama's Showgirl racing third. In fourth to the quarter-mile juncture goes Musical Mistress racing in fifth position. That's Sassy Janine, the quarter, 30 4/5. On the front stretch, the leader by 2 is Luck Mo, racing in second on the front stretch. Comes Victory Promise, racing in third position to the 3/8 mark. That's Mama's Showgirl, Sassy Janine out there fourth, down along the inside, fifth to the half-mile mark. Rough gated on the turn with Sassy Janine. Catches quickly, however, as they go by the half-mile marker in 1, 2 2/5. Slow pace into the three-quarters. On the front end, the leader is Luck Mo. Mama's Showgirl moves up second, down along the rail. Victory Promise third. Sassy Janine comes on fourth. Musical Mistress is fifth. Rio Hawk moves up sixth. They go to the three-quarter-mile pole on the front end. The leader 3/4 of a length as they go by the three-quarter-mile mark. That's Luck Mo on the outside. Mama's Showgirl racing second. They turn for home. On the front end, Luck Mo maintains the lead. Mama's Showgirl out there second, racing in third in the lane. Sassy Janine, Luck Mo leads. Sassy Janine closing ground with Mama's Showgirl. Luck Mo, Mama's Showgirl, and Sassy Janine. Jack Kid, Darrell Lyons driving to Storm and Victory. Stanley. They're off. Along the inside for the early lead goes Blackjack Kid driving up second. Vagabond Shoes coming away on the outside into the turn. Ticket to Fame, and around the turn they go. Vagabond Shoes leads. Ticket to Fame out there second, racing in third. Blackjack Kid in fourth. Storm and Victory, they go by the quarter-mile pole. 28 4/5, awful quick for this group. The leader is Vagabond Shoes, hanging on the outside, second to the 3/8. That's Ticket to Fame, down along the rail third. Comes Blackjack Kid. Storming Victory is fourth. 40 phone calls out there fifth. Racing in sixth, Wellwood Strikes No Seams moves up seventh. Racing eighth to the half-mile poles, Rorty's Revenge with Magic Wolf moving 3 wide. They go to the three-quarter-mile pole. The leader a length, Vagabond Shoes, down along the rail racing in second. Blackjack Kid on the outside, 3 deep, third under heavy urging. That's Magic Wolf racing in fourth. 40 phone calls. Who doesn't have it? They go to the three-quarters. Vagabond Shoes, the leader. On the inside, looking for room now, Blackjack Kid. On the outside, third, that's Magic Wolf. They turn for home. Vagabond Shoes leads. Closing ground, second now. That's Blackjack Kid. It's Vagabond Shoes, the leader. Blackjack Kid on the outside. Vagabond Shoes. Blackjack Kid out there, Vagabond Shoes, and Blackjack Kid very tight. they're off. On the outside, that's Tolstoy for the early lead. Coming away, Thatar. Also on the move into the turn, Speedy Conquest. And Speedy Conquest gets the lead, dropping in second. Tolstoy now with an early move to be third round the turn. Goes R.H. Oil racing in fourth position to the quarter-mile pole. On the front end, the leader 3 parts of a length as they go by the quarter-mile. That's Speedy Conquest up on the outside to be second now to the half-mile mark and get the lead. R.H. Oil, it's R.H. Oil, 3 parts of a length. Along the inside, Speedy Conquest is second, Summer Storm third. Racing along the rail, Tolstoy fourth, the Tar comes on fifth. Racing in sixth after a half is Shoakeen. They go to the 3/4 mile mark on the front end, the leader a half length. Speedy Conquest now up on the outside to challenge and get the lead. That's Summer Storm. The Tar comes on third. Dropping back there fourth into the 3/4 was R.H. Oil. They go to the 3/4 mile mark. On the front end, the leader is Speedy Conquest. The Tar is second. Moving up third after 3/4. That's Shoakeen. They turn for home. The leader a length, Summer Storm. The Tar alongside second. Shoakeen is third. Summer Storm on the inside. The Tar on the outside. Summer Storm is off stride. Now it's the Tar getting the lead. Summer Storm is second. Shoakeen third.
Looking to tonight's 11th race. Nearing the start. They're off and pacing. Wave Shock away quickly to the top along the inside. Bronze Pride between horses. Haji Podge, Fyro Bobo drives for position as they race into the first turn. And it's Wave Shock, your leader by 2. Bronze Pride racing in second. Sunbow Brave in third. Parked on the outside but driving fourth. Haji Podge. Fyro Bobo looks for a hole. Pacing in fifth. In sixth to the quarter, Prairie Fox. Racing in seventh, Noble War Dance, the trailer by the quarter. G.A. Spunky, they went by the quarter, 29 seconds flat. Now from the outside, it's Haji Podge and Dave McGee. They take command, a length and a half. Wave Shock racing in second, 3 lengths. Bronze Pride in third, a length and a half. Sunbow Brave racing in fourth. Fyro Bobo to the outside, fifth. Noble War Dance moves up in sixth. Along the inside, Prairie Fox, the trailer to the half. G.A. Spunky. Approaching the half, it's Haji Podge a length, 58-1. Haji Podge, he seeks his third straight Sportsman's victory. They lead comfortably by 2. Wave Shock getting the trip second, a gap of 4. Bronze Pride closing the gap third. Sunbow Brave drives to the outside fourth. Fyro Bobo second over in fifth, racing in sixth to the 3/4. Noble War Dance a gap of 4. Prairie Fox and the trailer G.A. Spunky. Around the turn, they approach the 3/4, and it's Haji Podge, your leader a length, 3/4, 128-1. Haji Podge, 3 parts of a length. Sunbow Brave drives alongside to challenge second. Wave Shock needs racing room in third. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Haji Podge a length. Sunbow Brave tries to gain second. Wave Shock needs racing room. Bronze Pride charging to the outside. Down the stretch, Haji Podge a length. Sunbow Brave between horses. A late move, Bronze Pride, but it's Haji Podge winning another. Sunbow Brave second, close for third. Wave Shock.
They're off. That's next towards the inside for the early lead. Out in the middle of the track, Rocky Diamond came away. Getting off third, He'll Be Soaring and taking the lead. Rocky Diamond, He'll Be Soaring is second. Next, racing third. In fourth to the quarter-mile juncture goes Meadow Dale Ray with the Tyler Man. Fifth, they go off the quarter. 27 3/5. That's awful fast. The leader is Rocky Diamond. He's got that lead a length. Racing in second, He'll Be Soaring. In third is Next. Racing fourth to the half-mile, Meadow Dale Ray. In fifth position is Tyler Man. Racing sixth. That's Riotous Living, and over to the half-mile they go. The leader is Rocky Diamond by 2. Next, racing second, they go off the half-mile. 58 1/5. Rocky Diamond shows the way a length. Next, racing second on the outside. Third to the 3/4. Meadow Dale Ray. Rocky Diamond, the leader. Meadow Dale Ray challenging second. Next is third. Tyler Man is fourth. They go to the 3/4. Rocky Diamond stays out there a length. Meadow Dale Ray is second. Next, racing third. In fourth is Tyler Man, the 3/4. 127 2/5. They turn for home. Rocky Diamond leads. Next is off stride. It's Rocky Diamond trying to hold on. Meadow Dale Ray racing second. In third in the lane, Tyler Man. The leader is Rocky Diamond. In second, Meadow Dale Ray. Close for third. They're off. Between horses, that's Le Bon Lobel for the early lead along the rail coming away. Sky Colors with Land Force tucking in their third. And around the turn, Le Bon Lobel on the outside. Holding the rail is Sky Colors. Land Force is third. Racing in fourth, 8 by 10 in fifth to the quarter. Burnt Orange racing six, Dwayne's Gamble. High Mahogany comes on along with Great Deal. The trailing horse after a quarter of a mile is Power on Earth. They go into the 3/8 pole, the leader by a length and a half. Le Bon Lobel, Sky Colors second. Land Force third on the outside. Burnt Orange ranges up fourth. Racing in fifth to the half-mile mark, 8 by 10, the half-mile, 58 4/5. Over to the 3/4 they go. The leader a length, Le Bon Lobel. Sky Colors is second. Land Force is third. On the outside, Burnt Orange fourth. Racing up fifth, Dwayne's Gamble. They're double-deckered into the 3/4. Le Bon Lobel shows the way along the rail. Sky Colors second. Burnt Orange continues to gain ground third. The 3/4, 128 2. They turn for home on the front end. Now it's Burnt Orange on a short lead. Along the rail, Le Bon Lobel on the outside. Closing ground in the lane comes Dwayne's Gamble along with Sky Colors. They're across the track. Sky Colors on the inside gets the lead. Burnt Orange and Dwayne's Gamble. They're off. That's Licorice for the early lead between horses. Carolina Collins, 3 deep into the turn 4 position. Goes Toka's Pearl, and around the turn, that's Toka's Pearl moving up on the outside to challenge and get a short lead. Licorice is second. Racing in third, Carolina Collins in fourth. Princess Guru, they go off the quarter, 28 3/5. Toka's Pearl leads, Licorice is second, racing in third. As they go to the 3/8, Carolina Collins, Princess Guru fourth. Ronelda Hanover comes on fifth. In 6, Brett's Francesca, Rampin Dolly, and Belmont Sis. Over to the half mile, the leader by 2 is Toka's Pearl. Racing second, Licorice. They go off the half mile, 59 1/5. Over to the 3/4, the leader, Toka's Pearl. Licorice is second. Ronelda Hanover moves up third, down along the rail fourth. Carolina Collins, Rampin Dolly getting a trip fifth. Final 3/8 of a mile. Toka's Pearl, the leader. Licorice racing second. In third to the 3/4 mile marker on the outside, Ronelda Hanover. Down along the rail, Carolina Collins fourth. They turn for home, the leader by 2.5 lengths. Toka's Pearl, Licorice racing second. In the final 1/8 of a mile, Toka's Pearl moving out to a 5-length lead now. Racing in second, Rampin Dolly. It's Toka's Pearl, the leader. Ronelda Hanover and Rampin Dolly. They're off. It's Easy Guess for the early lead. Coming away second as they race fork position. We Be Fast. Caught on the outside third. Unmentionable. Racing in fourth round the turn. As they go to the 1/4 mile, that's Stylish Sharon. Racing in fifth is Confetti. Going to shine as sixth and last. They go off the 1/4 mile. Easy Guess leads the quarter. 28 3/5, racing in second. We Be Fast in fourth position. In third, that's Stylish Sharon. Confetti is fourth. Going to Shine drives from fifth. Racing in sixth and around the turn goes Unmentionable. They go over to the half-mile marker on the front end. The leader by 2, Easy Guess. The half mile, 59 2/5. Easy Guess has had the best of it and still does by 2. Driving from second, We Be Fast under urging. Coming on third, that's Stylish Shine along the rail fourth. As they go to the 3/4, Stylish Sharon, they're double-deckered. Easy Guess, the leader on the outside. We Be Fast racing second. They go off the 3/4 mile pole, 128 1/5. They turn for home. The leader by 2 lengths, Easy Guess, racing in second now. That's Going to Shine. It's Easy Guess under urging. Closing ground is Going to Shine with Stylish Sharon. They're across the track. Stylish Sharon, Going to Shine on the outside. Going to Sharon is the leader. Going to Shine second. They're off. That's Shayna's Song for the early lead. Down along the rail, Lucetta came away well. Getting off third, Amy Jeannie. Devilish D is fourth. In fifth, that's Jamie's Hawk. Silent TG is sixth. Dual Sticks is seventh. Then it's Simply Red and Ella Burns Some as they go off the quarter. 29 and a tick. The leader by a comfortable length there is Shayna's Song. Lucetta Racing second. In third as they go to the 3/8 marker comes Amy Jeannie up on the outside. Jamie's Hawk to be fourth. Devilish D along the rail fifth. Moving up to be sixth to the half-mile marker. That's Silent TG. Dual Sticks is seventh. Racing eighth. Simply Red Ella Burns Some, the trailer. They go off the half-mile marker, a minute and a fifth. The leader of length, Shayna's Song. On the outside, Amy Jeannie moves up second. Along the rail third. Lucetta, final 3/8 of a mile. Shayna's Song's had an easy lead, still does a length. Amy Jeannie second. Lucetta looking for room along the rail third. Jamie's Hawk comes on fourth, 3/4, 1:30 in the stretch on the front end. The leader is Shayna's Song on the outside. Amy Jeannie racing second. Lucetta needs room third. On the inside, Shayna's Song. On the outside, Amy Jeannie. Amy Jeannie, Shayna's Song to the wire. Amy Jeannie, Shayna's Song, and Lucetta.